And I think that's kind of part of the equation of influence. Before we get into influence and your genius around your whole book around influence, what is this definition of influence so we both are on that same platform?
Well, I think there are a couple of levels of this. On a very basic level, we can define influence as simply the ability to move a person or persons to a desired action, usually within the context of a specific goal. By its definition, that is influence. Uh, that's the definition, but I don't believe that it's in any way the substance or the essence of influence. And that's different. See, the essence of influence is pull as opposed to push. There's an old question in leadership circles: how far can you push a rope? And of course, the answer is not very far, at least not very fast or very effectively, right? Think about it, trying to push a rope. Now, pulling a rope, that's a lot easier. That's a lot faster. That's a lot more effective. In the same way, you don't hear people say, wow, that Mary or that Dave, he is so influential. He has a lot of push with people, right? He's really pushy, man. We just love him. We'll follow him anywhere. No, you hear people say that Dave or that Susan, she is so influential. She has a lot of pull with people. Because when you think about it, that's what influence is. It's pull, it's an attraction. Great influencers attract people, they attract others first to themselves and only then to their ideas. And I think the best influencers, they've really tapped into um, really what I think Dale Carnegie pointed out so well in his classic from the last century. I think it was 1937 when his book was published, How to Win Friends and Influence People, right? And what Carnegie said, what I believe was the underlying premise of his entire book, is that ultimately people do things for their reasons, not our reasons. I believe that's true. That's human nature. And so the great influencers, the way they pull people, the way they attract people to them is when they ask questions, they do so in a way that is totally focused on that other person. So in other words, they will ask themselves questions such as how does what I'm asking this person to do, how does it align with their goals? How does it align with their wants, their needs, their desires? How does what I want this other person to do, how does it align with their values? And when we ask ourselves these questions, and we ask ourselves these questions thoughtfully and intelligently, genuinely, authentically, not as a way to manipulate another human being into doing our will, but as a way to build everyone in the process, now we've come a lot closer to earning that person's commitment as opposed to trying to depend on some kind of compliance. And, that's really what influence is all about, whether you're leading a team of people or whether you're in the sales process. What is selling? Selling is simply discovering what the other person wants, needs, desires, and helping them to get it. That's influence.
Wow, wow, that is so cool. Because I when